Hi everyone. Today from class 9, chapter 5, Introduction to Euclid's Geometry, we are going to study exercise 5.1, question 2. Give a definition for each of the following terms. Are there other terms that need to be defined first? What are they and how might you define them? So what we have to do is we have to give a definition for each of the following terms. So there are 5 terms are given to us in your textbook. So each term you have to give the definition, and then is there other terms that need to be defined first? So before giving a definition for the given terms, is there some other terms which we need to define first? And if so, then which are they? So if you have not followed the question as we are doing it, you will understand. So first term that is given to us is parallel lines. So before defining parallel lines, is there some terms that we need to define before defining the parallel lines? So let's see first one, then you will understand clearly what I am trying to tell you. Okay. So first, parallel line means what? Parallel line means lines on a plane that never meet. They are always maintain the same distance at every point. So this is one of the definition you can give for parallel lines you can define, or you also can define if perpendicular distance between two lines is always constant, then they are called parallel lines. So any of the, you can follow, not both. You can either write this definition or you can write this definition. Any one you can write, no need both, but I am explaining both. So this is the definition for parallel lines. Now before coming to define the parallel lines, what are the terms that we should know first? So that is lines and points. So if you know lines on a plane that never meet, that means first you have to understand lines meaning, right? So we say parallel lines means what? Lines on a plane that never meet and they are always maintaining the same distance at every point. That means what is the meaning of point? So first we should know lines and we should know what is the meaning of point. Then only you can define parallel lines. So that is the meaning of the question here, that given give a definition for each of the following term. Are there other terms that need to be defined first? So that is the meaning here. So if you want to define parallel line, first you should know the terms that you need to define first, that is lines and point. So both if we know, then we define what is parallel lines. So lines and point. So line means what? Lines means it is a breadthless length. So you know lines means this is, so it has no breadth, but so it is breadthless length. So it has the length but not the breadth. So line meaning it is a breadthless length. Then what is a definition for point? Point which has no part, because this is point. It has neither breadth nor the length nor the height. So which has no part. So point means has no part. Lines means it doesn't have breadth. It has only the length. That's why we call it. It is a breadthless length. Okay. So now we know what is lines and what is point. So now we define what is parallel lines. So we said parallel line means lines on a plane that never meet. So we have here lines, line 1, line 2. It is on a plane which doesn't meet, they never meet, and then they are always maintaining the same distance at every point. So at every point you see between them always there is a same distance. It will maintain the same distance. The best example is the railway track, where it never meets and the distance between both the track, it will be same. So this is what parallel lines. So it's a line that never meet and they always maintain the same distance at every point. Or you can say the perpendicular distance between two lines is always constant. Then they are called parallel lines. So now let's see the second term, perpendicular lines. Now perpendicular lines. So when we define perpendicular lines, a line meeting another line at a right angle is said to be perpendicular. Or you can say if two lines intersect each other at right angle, then they are said to be perpendicular to each other. So to understand this, what are the points we should know here? Perpendicular line, to define perpendicular line, before that we have to define some terms, that is line. We should know what is the meaning of a line meeting another line. Okay, so what is the meaning of line? At a right angle. So we should know what is angle. So a line meeting another line at a right angle is said to be perpendicular. So what is a line and what is angle? That we have to define first, then we come to perpendicular lines. So for a perpendicular line, the two terms that we have to first define is lines and angle. Lines already I explained to you. Angle. So angle means two lines diverging from a single point formed angle. So we have a single point here. So there are two lines are diverging from a single point. So this is a single point. From here one line is going, from here another line is diverging. So that forms the angle. So two lines diverging from a single point form the angle. So now coming to the perpendicular line. So perpendicular definition is what we said, a line meeting a straight line, a line meeting another line at 90-degree angle. A line meeting another line at 90-degree angle is called perpendicular line. So now next, third one is line segment. Now line segment is what? A line with two end point is called a line segment, or a straight line drawn from one point to another point is called a line segment. Now before coming to line segment, which term we have to define first? First we should know a line. A line with two end point is called a line segment. So what is the meaning of line we should know, and then what is the meaning of point we should know. So already both are explained to you. Line means it is a breadthless length, and point means which have no other part. This already explained to you. So we know what is line and we know what is point. So now we come to a line segment. A line with two end points. So a line, we know now, line means a breadthless length. A line with two end points. So you have one end point here, another end point. So a line with two end point is called a line segment. So this is end point here. So you cannot, if we don't produce here, it is ending here. So this we call it a line segment. So line segment means a line with two end point is called a line segment, or you can say a straight line drawn from one point to another point is called a line segment. Now coming to fourth term, that is radius of a circle. Now radius of a circle means the line with one end point at the center and other at any point on the circle boundary, or the distance between center and circumference of a circle is called radius of circle. So now coming to know what is the radius of a circle. So before defining this, we should know which are the other two terms we have to define first. So that is the line with one end point at the center and other at any point on the circle. So we should know what is circle. Then the point, a line with one end point. So with one point at the center and the other at any point. So we have point we have to define, and we have to define circle. Then we come to the radius of a circle to define. So now circle. Circle meaning is what? A plane circular loop with a center. So circle meaning is a plane circular loop with a center. So we have a plane circle, a plane circular loop with a center. A plane circular loop with a center. So that is circle. So what is said now? Radius of a circle. Point is already explained to you, which have no other part. So now we come to a radius of a circle. The line with one end point at the center. So a line, here we have a plane circular loop with a center. A plane circular loop with a center. Okay, so we know the circle meaning and we know the point. Now we come to define radius of a circle. So radius of a circle meaning is what? The line with one end point at the center. the line with one end point at the center, and other at any point on the circle. So other at any point on the circle. So that is called radius of a circle. So we know the meaning of circle, a plain circular loop with a center. So radius of a circle, so radius. So what is the meaning of radius? A line with one end point at the center and another at any point on the circle. It can be at any point another, from the center one point and any point on the circle. So this is called radius of a circle. So a line with a one end point, a line with one end point is on the center and the other at any point at the circle. So this is called radius of a circle. Let's go to the last term. So the last term is square. A square meaning is what? A quadrilateral with all sides equal and all angles right angles is a square. Or a square is a quadrilateral having all sides of equal length and all internal angles are 90 degree. Any one definition you can write, as I said early. So any one you can write. This is to explain to you that before explaining the term square, which are the terms that we have to define first. That is what asked in the question. So before explaining the term, we have to explain the terms, which are the ones we have to explain first. So if you see here, which are the terms we have to explain first so that we can explain square. So here quadrilateral, we have to understand the meaning of quadrilateral. So a quadrilateral with all sides equal and all angles. So we should know meaning of angle. So all angles right angle is a square. So now a quadrilateral. What is the meaning of quadrilateral? So quadrilateral means a plane enclosed figure with four sides. So quadrilateral means a plane enclosed figure. A plane enclosed figures. So a plane enclosed figure with four sides. So we have four sides. Then point means we know which have no other part. So we have point which have no other part. Angle meaning is two lines diverging from a point. This also I have explained to you angle meaning. So from a point two line diverge and then that forms the angle. So here also two line formed from the single point here. So that forms the angle. So now the terms that we have to define is quadrilateral we have to understand, then angle meaning we have to understand, and point we have to understand. Now we come to the definition of the square. Square is what? A quadrilateral. So quadrilateral already we know. Quadrilateral meaning is a plane enclosed figure with four sides. So a quadrilateral with all sides equal. So a quadrilateral with all sides equal and all angles right angle. All angles right angle. All the angles that are right angle. So that is called square. Or you also can say a square is a quadrilateral having all sides of equal length and all internal angles are 90 degrees. So either of that, any one definition you write, and then you have to write the terms that we need to define first before defining the proper terms. So first we have to define what is quadrilateral you have to define and what is angle you have to define. Then you define the definition for the square, that is a quadrilateral with all the sides equal. So quadrilateral all sides are equal. Quadrilateral means a plane enclosed figure with a four sides. So quadrilateral all sides equal having all the angles 90 degree. So that's it. Thank you and God bless you.